I sat by my sister's bedside as she fought her illness, but the truth was far darker than I could imagine. Picture this: soft hospital lights dimmed to a warm glow, the rhythmic beeping of machines, and me, her loyal brother, holding her frail hand while the world outside buzzed with life. This was supposed to be a time of family bonding and emotional support, but everything changed when I started noticing little things that didn't quite add up. Nostalgically, normal life. Just a few months ago, I was binge-watching shows and scrolling through memes like everyone else. But when my sister Sarah was diagnosed with cancer, everything shifted. Family gatherings became quiet, somber affairs dominated by whispered conversations about doctors and treatments. Our parents were a wreck, dead serious, and I felt the weight of expectation like never before. I was supposed to be her rock, her emotional support. I spent all my free time with her, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. I loved Sarah. But then, a small crack appeared in our new reality. One afternoon, while sitting in the hospital, I noticed the nurse exchanging glances with the doctor as they walked down the hallway. My heart dropped. They looked concerned, whispering to each other. My sister was in pain, yes, but why were they looking at each other like that? Dead serious. I brushed it off in a rush, convincing myself that I was being paranoid, but the gut feeling lingered like a drawn-out note on a piano. Urgent. The following week, I overheard a conversation between my mom and one of Sarah's friends about how Sarah had just gotten an expensive treatment covered by a charity organization. I couldn't help but wonder, was that true? I felt so confused and frustrated that I started digging around. Not in a creepy way, just trying to piece together what I could. A charity? What did that even mean? Quickly, then, things escalated. One night, while Sarah was sleeping, I took a chance and searched her room. That rush of adrenaline kept me moving as I flipped through her notebooks filled with rants and sketches of her treatments. They didn't match the medical jargon the doctors used. I felt a chill as I pieced it together. Was she faking this entire situation? Panic set in, and I confronted her the next morning. I was trembling, filled with uncertainty. As I looked into her eyes, I could tell she understood what I was asking before I even spoke the words. Was all of this a lie? Are you faking your illness? Heavy-hearted. I'm tired of fighting, Brandon. This is my choice, she replied flatly, hitting me with a gut punch. It was as if the air had been sucked out of the room. Everything I had been doing, caring for her, supporting her, suddenly felt misplaced, like a paper boat lost in a raging river. And then the police arrived. I stood frozen in disbelief. They were there to take a statement about a suspected fraud. My stomach twisted as they pulled out a notepad, asking questions I never wanted to answer. Defeated, as the realization sank in, I could only think about how far Sarah had dragged us down this dark path, to where comfort and betrayal became entwined like vines around a tree.